May 19, 2018 Cork players break from a huddle, copyright INPHO, James Crombie. By Damian Lawlor ahead of Sunday's Munster SHC opener with Clare. Cork Vice-Chairperson Kevin O'Donovan says the county's player pathway programme is crucial in developing young talent for such huge occasions. Since being appointed senior hurling manager last winter, John Meyler has followed former manager Kieran Kingston's methods by focusing heavily on drafting young players into his panel. In the past 2 seasons there has been a significant graduation from Cork U21 teams to senior level. The challenges at the top are much more complex, but such progress outlines a bright future for the county at the highest level. Players such as David Griffin, Carrigaline, Luke Mead, New Chasetown, Michael O'Halloran, Blackrock, and Chris O'Leary, Ballet Rovers, have all stepped up. Meyler has also brought the likes of Sean O'Donoghue, Darren Brown and Robbie O'Flynn with him from last year's U21 team, and wants to see them match the progress of others who recently made the step up, the likes of Mark Coleman, Dara Fitzgibbon and Shane Kingston. And after finishing his term as Cork County Board coaching officer to take up a position as vice-chairman of the executive, O'Donovan says the emphasis places on youth is key in nurturing these young hurlers. The Player Pathway Program, where 3 two-year programs are identified for youngsters, is key to this development. With the program there is a clearly defined pathway for a young Cork hurler to take, with designated coaching syllabuses designed for every step they take, and a close alignment with secondary school teams. Only 3 years ago the county board was criticised by former goalkeeper Donald Cusick for its lack of progress at underage level. But since 2011 Cork have won 17 All-Ireland titles from U14 to U17 level, including A and B competitions. O'Donovan was instrumental in changing the face of Cork underage GAA and implemented significant programs in those age groups in both hurling and football. He focused heavily on squad development, Go Games and Games programs, post-primary and primary schools initiatives, as well as providing coaching education for mentors, clubs and schools. In Cork we have focused heavily on the Player Pathway program, and we think that can help more players stay hurling at a good level. Obviously the more we have the more could get to senior level, he says. But with the Player Pathway method there is incremental progress. A player takes a number of steps on his way to getting to where he wants to get to. Sometimes a young hurler gets knocked off course, but competitions like the Bank of Ireland Celtic Challenge allow him to get back on track again. Didn't make the county minor squad? Disappointed? Sure, but now tear into the Celtic Challenge. It's a developmental All-Ireland U17 competition, and we have seen players use it as a plan B to get your name back out there again. We entered 4 Cork Celtic Challenge teams last year and people felt we were mad because it diluted our chances of winning. But that gave another 50 lads access to competitive hurling, and long-term Cork will see the benefits of that. Meyler himself knows the Player Pathway program works. He was previously involved with the under-15s in 2015 and has seen the Rebels rise from there. Last year he took the under-21s. I'm aware of what's going on there in terms of work, he said. There's a lot of young talent there, but bringing that through is a hard challenge. So far they are doing a good job. After an 8-week pre-season bank of training, Meyler has spent the last few weeks going through shape, going through structure and exploring tactics. So successful are Cork's young batch of hurlers that it has been challenging at times. The county had 17 players involved in the Fitzgibbon Cup and another 3 driving Cantork's All-Ireland intermediate success. There are a huge amount of them on the current U21 squad too. "It's all incredibly positive," says O'Donovan. "We have strived to give more players access to the game at underage and we want to see that continue. With the Celtic Challenge they have a schedule. They can play meaningful games. They can wear the county shirt having not made a minor team and they can aspire to getting back on that first team proper. Not everyone takes the same route to an inter-county senior jersey. Some of them may be lacking confidence because they haven't made the minor team. They need to find their footing again. There's a chance to build confidence again in a competitive Cork hurling environment, but we have a more developmental outlook too. Throughout the underage ranks we have worked hard on players' skills, their speed, decision-making and psychology. All of those are needed, especially if they play to senior level. That's a different test entirely, but all we can do is stay working hard to develop young players and we are trying to do that. A win against Clare on Sunday would be another sure sign of that progress.